We now return to the Transformers.
Hey everyone, this is Ultra Pittus. Good morning from a very sunny, beautiful United Kingdom. I am just going to mute my YouTube live, just making sure all of the sound is okay today because I cocked it up yesterday and had the SFX on my iPad far too loud. And you could barely hear me talking over the sound of Grimlock snarling or any of the other sounds that are coming through when I play. Thank you so much to anybody who's joining us from the Transformers Earth War Discord server. I'll keep an eye on the chat as we go through. I am just keeping an eye on YouTube Live to make sure that my image does pop up there at some point. I can see that it hasn't just yet. There I am. Hello everybody, it's nice to see you. I'm Ultra Pittus. I've been playing Transformers Earth Wars for around 18 months. I am from the United Kingdom, where here it is 9:30 in the morning. So hello to any players around the world. I play as part of the Pr1me family within Pr1me Nemesis. Hello, Nemesis colleagues. How are you all? It's a brilliant alliance. The team are very strong, but they're also very welcoming to the kind of mid-level players like me who come into the alliance, and then we learn all these new tactics. We have a sort of line group and Discord group like many of the other alliances do, where we share sort of tactics, camaraderie, morale, memes, all the rest of it. And I just love this sense of kind of international global community that you get with Transformers Earth Wars. Hopefully everybody can sort of hear me and see me. I'm just going to check the chat window. Yeah, hey Kathy, how you doing? How's it going? Lovely to see you. This is a big rush for me. I've never really live streamed before. I've done two prior to this. One with my little daughter the other night, where she was handling all of the sound effects because I built this rather snazzy little Transformers G1 86 soundboard using a cool little app. So we're going to play some of those. bit of Unicron there going on. Okay, so enough of the waffle, enough of the voice business. Let's get into it. I've not done any base admin this morning since I got up. As you can see, we're engaged in an alliance war against Scorched Chevalier. Salute to Scorched Chevalier. There's been some really fascinating bases. I'll take you around and sort of show you what we've done so far, or what I've done so far. And then we're going to do some live runs too. So, yeah, we're loving the soundboard, eh? Yeah, a digital soundboard. All with Transformers 1986. Yeah, there you go. So, let's get right into it. What have I not done is my shield gen is charged. So you can see my base, it's kind of all right. I'm toying with it. I have not matured my base as much as I've sort of matured my bots. So sorry Alliance. I'm one of the officers in... oh, hey, Callum. Great to see you, mate. You were very good last night in the live stream. Bit of a Astro train crash, but you know, we only learn from failure, eh? And big salute to CF for doing his best and staying calm. What a pressure for the poor guy, and the content creators. Loved seeing that video. I had no idea, and I come from a military background and a bit of a creative background. I'm now in tech, and you know, I was just blown away to see the diversity and the passion and Simon Furman. Oh, I just loved it. Seeing everybody, and Adam showing all those post-it notes of the creative process was just so amazing. I was geeking out on how difficult Optimus Prime's ability was to just get right. Because the devil is always in the detail. It looks so simple, and people think simple is really easy to pull off, but it's the hardest thing. Brutal simplicity always has massive complexity sat just behind it. So, I just loved seeing that level of detail, and, the few little reveals that we saw. I'm so stoked that you guys are in the chat. Amazing. Right, so my shield gen nicely charged. My combiner beacon, I've got Skyrain in there at the moment because I like using Computron in battles. I know that's contentious, but he has got me out the dwang a few times. I've got him in there at the moment. It's nicely charged up. Don't worry about that. We've got some guys in the research cooker who's coming out of that. It's just a low-level Decepticon that I've been running. As you can see, I've got quite a few resource buildings that are being built up at the moment. And I think we're just going to get straight into this. Let's get into some Alliance War. I'm running for a 300 on this because I massively cocked up a war yesterday against G1 Knights. I live streamed some of it, and if you go back into my stream where the sound effects are, massively off. They were terrible yesterday because the iPad volume was massively high and you just couldn't hear me. But I almost soloed the base 3 with gears and was geeking out on that, and then realised that I hadn't cock all time left to actually destroy the rest of it, as I was telling everybody how hilarious it was that I was about to solo it with gears and Megatronus. And then died, absolutely died on my ass fighting the defender, which was Chizzy. Chizzy.
Why did you torture me?
Yeah, Chizzy was torturing me. I ran at him twice on hard and then beat him on easy.
We all must die sometime.
Yeah, Chizzy took me twice, and then I hit him on easy, and then went through to the commander, and again, lost it twice, and then pulled it back on the last. This one, I'm on the commander at the moment. Time spent in reconnaissance, ladies, gentlemen, and others, is never wasted, as we used to say in the infantry. We're going to talk about balanced squads in a minute. We're going to look at some of the meta bots that I run. I like improvising because I love G1 retro bots. If you're a 40-something-year-old guy like me, your entry point was G1. Salute to the Beast Wars era. Salute to the Bayverse, if that was your entry point. I loved that first Michael Bay film when it came out. I watched it with my daughter recently and just sat there with my fist in my hands at just how badly that has aged. Oh, Michael Bay, please stay away from the franchise. Don't come at me, Bay fans. And then Bumblebee, loved it. Can we have a Bumblebee? Not another Bumblebee film, please. No more Bumblebee. But the first bit of Bumblebee, I was like, oh my God, is this going to be the movie? And then we got that lovely 80s retro film afterwards, sort of E.T., but with Bumblebee. Just digressing massively. If anyone's seen the new Masters of the Universe film, go and see it. Go and see it this weekend. It's joyful. It's joyful. Hope core all the way through. Loved it. Please, Hasbro, please, gods of Hasbro, give them the license. Whoever did that film and Transformers 1, give those two groups of people the license to do like the live action G1 film. Oh my goodness. Right. Okay. So let's have a look at this base. It's an awesome looking base. Salute to you, Kai, and Scorch Chevalier. So it's reloaded. All the resources are at the front, so I'm going to path like crazy left to right over here. Who are the yeeting cheaters? Oh my gosh. I need to learn all these new words. You know, I was in the army where we have our own lexicon, so I'm going to be dropping some of that in here. But yeah, let's see how we're going to do this. So we're going to drop path left to right. I'm going to try and snipe this MDS shield gen cluster up here. Classic. We have Megatronus. You should get to yeeting me because I apparently reported yes. Don't be yeeting. That sounds dangerous. Or exhausting, one of the two. So we've got the Megatronus core here, classic. We've got the Micronus there on the shock tower. There is an argument. Do you prioritize the Megatronus core or do you prioritize the Micronus core? Or do you prioritize this nasty little vector MDS up here? The vector front loading of the vector enabled MDS, bringing that forward is a clever move. Hello, Zoa Essen. Lovely to see you, mate. Nice of you to join. Thank you. I like that people are starting to put this MDS with the vector enablement to the front. Here's the reason why. It's going to silt the gears up. It's going to moss the wheels. It's going to be like running through milk. Pick your analogy. It's going to slow you down because just as you've wasted lots of ability points in killing it, boom, it's going to come back to life like Frankenstein's monster. And you're going to have to waste more time trying to kill it. So you want to schwack that pretty quickly, I'd say. So we're going to path left to right. We're going to snipe from distance. And then, who have we got in this little triumvirate of outpost bots? I'm going to guess, and forgive me, I'm not great on the Decepticon names because, I'm not fundamentally evil.
I'm just a soldier. I'm not worthy.
Yeah, I can never remember the names of the Decepticons and who they are for us, but I'll try my best. Tell me in the chat. What tank do I prefer, Pipes or Ironhide? Neither, my old seahorse. I like Grimlock the most. Because when I first started playing the game, I was just like, I just defaulted to nostalgia. I went for the G1 characters that I love, which is why my Rodimus Prime is a major. Can you imagine? He's a major. I so want Rodimus to be viable in the meta. I'm going to make that happen somehow. But Grimlock is so good. He's so good. He just won't die until he dies. But Pipes I didn't pick because I just didn't really relate to him as a character. And for me, a lot of this, the joy that I get from playing this is kind of playing with some of my kind of childhood friends in these little colourful robots. But I would love to build Pipes up a wee bit. So I'm just turning a fan on because it's hot here in the UK. Hopefully that isn't going to cock up the sound too badly. Megatronus and Micronus take priority when you... Yeah, absolutely. I agree. We're going to show that in a second when we run at this. So of the two between Pipes and Ironhide, I would go for Pipes because he's got that kind of lovely... Let's take a look at him. He's got that lovely kind of acid sort of benefit. So you can see here, this is my grouping. So my Grimlock is up here. He's maxed out. He's a general, so he gets a bit of a reflection shield. He's got his level 11 sword rush. He's got his Onyx Prime, which is going to give him that little boost at the end. And I like putting Forge on him. Because it gives me a bit of a unalive, re-alive kind of situation when he dies. And it gives him that hack immunity and a wee bit of health. And you can see my Pipes is down here. I'm so sorry, Pipes. Oh my God, I've not even got a power core on him. That's embarrassing. That shows you how often yeah, it's really warm. That shows you how often I use him. But corrosive charge, acid damage at maximum, 3,543. Get your calculators out, ladies and gentlemen. It's warm and your wife's pregnant. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have one little girl and she took 48 hours to come out. It is the only time in my life I've ever ate Pringles. And I was eating a Pringle at the side of my in-labour wife. And she looked at me like she was going to murder me for the noise I was making. And I then choked the Pringle down like you know, like a goose eats too much like grain when you feed them. They're like, ugh, ugh. I was like that. I was like trying to swallow down this dry Pringle whilst she was pushing the bear out. Anyway, we call our daughter the bear because, you know, giving your children trauma is part of the fun of being a grown-up, isn't it? So yeah, that's my pipes. So I would use Grimlock unless you've already invested in pipes. I love pipes. Ironhide's really cool too. You can see he's right down here for me. I put sound barrier on him because I want to just keep him alive. I've not even maxed out his ability yet, but that's electric damage. There's a lot of electric cores out there. So yeah, I like Grimlock because he's got like lots of normal damage. Boom, smash him up. And he's just cool. And my Grimlock, because I got the skin. He's G2 Grimlock, which is the most 1990s thing you've ever seen in your life. I love you, game developers, for giving him pink pants. Awesome. Who doesn't love a good old pair of, you know, 1990s Miami pink pants? I imagine he's listening to Journey, you know, maybe Toto, definitely Ghost. Right, let's sort of get on with this war. Okay, sorry, Starscream. Right, we're gonna just run at this. I'm not even gonna look at the replays. Okay, here's my team. Here's my number one squad. So we've got Grimlock, we've got Rook, we've got Smokescreen, we've got Blue Streak, we've got Air Raid. Previously, I invested lots in Brainstorm because I love Brainstorm. He was one of the only G1 toys I got in the box. And then I realised he's actually quite expensive. And if you compare his ability to Air Raid, 12,296 damage to adjacent buildings when you destroy it at general. And he's not even maxed out yet because he's an absolute pain in the ass to max out. Brainstorm, 8,978, but it's a 4+3. So he's gonna sap your ability points rather rapidly. I've equipped him with SB Optimus Prime, who is the John Wick of combat. He's just, there is no focus in a combat quite like SB Optimus Prime. Who is he? Why is he here? Nobody knows. I just love him. So who else have we got? Ratchet. People say, oh, he's the best healer in the game. But before that, we were saying, oh, Minerva's the best healer in the game. I really like Ratchet because I just wanted to bring him back to life after being traumatized by Transformers, the movie 1986, where he dies in the first 20 seconds. Not great.
We all must die sometime.
Minerva, I invested loads in early because my daughter, who is 10, loves playing the girl characters. So we play the girl characters. Would recommend a cup sack for that base. I mean, normally you have to pay a lot of money in Soho for things like a cup sack. But I know what you mean. Problem is, I'm not a sack player. I kind of like doing it sometimes just for fun. But let's see if we can find my cup. He's right down here. And he's on looks like he's on an away mission at the moment. Sorry to go all Star Trek on you there. Love Star Trek. Strange New Worlds. What a joy. Yeah, and Starfleet Academy. Don't come at me, haters. Starfleet Academy's marvellous. Minerva, and then Taz Kid. I had no idea who Taz Kid was because I didn't know what Beast Wars was really until I played this game. I watched Sunstreaker Wazza. Salute Sunstreaker Wazza. You know, liked you, mate. You inspired a lot of people. Gave me some really good ideas. One of which was Taz Kid. Thank you for your Meta Makers bundle on this. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have invested in him. And he's a stone cold murderer. he's like the Tasmanian Devil from the 1990s. You know, the one that went, ah, he's that guy. But just a little weird dude from Australia, presumably, or New Zealand. Where the Tasmanian Devils come from. Tasmania, obviously, which is in Australia. God, sorry. It's early. What have I got on Tazzy? His G1 core is mega. Love it. And I put Forge. So the bin men are picking up the bins behind me. Salute to the bin men for doing your job in this heat. What great guys. But they're making a complete fucking noise behind me. I put Forge of Solus Prime on him. Oh yeah, love you some sacks. Turn bases into wet paper towels. Yeah, like a wet digestive biscuit or an egg box being stamped on. Love it. Pick your analogy. Hack immunity, bit of health, but it brings him back to life. Ooh.
We all must die sometime.
Not today, Galvatron. And who are in my primes? I really like the primes. Don't come at me, prime haters. They're a bit squish, but we're rolling things out. We're doing it live. I like that. Let's get it out there. Megatronus at level 10. He's a bit of a radiation absorber. Don't put him in Chernobyl, but Sellafield, he's going to cope with that. Pr1me Prime looks like Mads Mikkelsen. We're going to zoom in on him later. He looks like Mads Mikkelsen from Hannibal or Rogue One. He's Galen Erso. Don't come at me. Combiners. I've got none. Hang out the window and remind them. Don't you know who I think I am, bin men? I don't have that kind of ego, Callum. I don't have that kind of ego, buddy. Right, I need to go and just offload some ore. I will get on with this in just a second. I'm sorry, this is taking ages. I'm so sorry. If anybody's tuned out because they're just like, why haven't you fought the war yet, dickhead? You said you were going to do it, and you haven't, because you've been gobbing off. Right, let's activate Computron, because I love Computron. I also love the fact that Computron, I've read up on Total Prime Power, but give me a sec. Computron only exists because Grimlock became a genius and gave him his brain. Grimlock, despite being a bit of an arse every now and then, is a fundamentally good boy. He's a good dinosaur. He's king. That's what I have to say about that. Computron only exists because of Grimlock's genius. No fun being genius. Right, my thoughts on Total Prime Power. Right, I have ADHD. I'm a bodybuilding, weightlifting ex-soldier. I love process. I love collecting stuff. I love the satisfaction of breadcrumb sort of findings. I'm like a little forest creature that just wants the next shiny thing. So when CF showed that sort of kind of yellow brick road of prime power goodness, my brain was just like, when do I get that? When can I start tapping on those little buttons so that my dopamine starved brain can have that kind of kerching? It's one of the reasons I love using Beast Wars Ironhide. He's so satisfying to smash things with. And just that tap, and it's like, bang. I can't wait for Total Prime Power to come in so I can collect all the goodies. Also, from a functional point of view, I had no idea until like maybe 4 months ago, just how important Titans were. So like I'd got quite a few of my guys in my war team up to general, maybe like 3 of them. I was kind of still really low level. I was in Prime Delta at the time. Salute to Prime Delta. What a team. Hank, Big Redder, Warrior, all you guys, just love you all. Chaldia, just such a good group. And you're all helping me. You're all helping me sort of not be crap and not die all the time. And I suddenly realised that I was dying a lot because I didn't have all the marginal gains that my Titan, ADHD gang, that my Titan would give me. So I looked at it and it was like maybe it cost me like 30 British pounds to get the stuff I needed to top up my Titan tech tree. So I just did it in a wanna. And it made a difference overnight. It's not the silver bullet, but if you're like on the bus, off the bus about don't I upgrade my Titan, whoever it is, because they're all good, the Arc is the best one. Do it. Do it, you big bozos. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Because it's going to help your gameplay so much. The passive effects are awesome. If you beat the other the other Titan, it's just going to up your troops. Yeah. Why 2 medics? Okay, Zoa, why 2 medics? Such a good question. When I was in like the lower levels, before I was in Alliance, and I would say 2 medics when you're in really low sort of development stages, maybe you don't need that. But in Prime Wars and at these kind of higher levels in higher sort of aspirational alliances, you're going to need 2 medics because, as you will see when I finally get to do the war, it's so important just for the survivability of your troops, to give you that assurance. Arc is stupid broken. Yeah, grinding those 25k shards, not great. Not great. And he's expensive to buy, I guess. So I'll show you why we need 2 medics. But at the lower levels, maybe just up your DPS and up the damage that you do, so you just consistently win. But I would concurrently start investing, definitely in Ratchet. I would say Minerva. I love Wheeljack as well, but I didn't invest in him straight away. My 2 were Ratchet and Minerva. Wheeljack, I've now got up to General, yeah, and you know, starting investing in him. First Aid, I really love him as a character, but his ability doesn't really stack against those 3, the Wheeljack, Ratchet, Minerva cohort. And Retgar is cool for his ability because it gives you that live again kind of blessing, but not really competitive. Right, let's run.
We now return to the Transformers.
No. Corti, tell me what Kunai can do with medics. Right, I am going to run at this. So, straight away, let's just remind ourselves of the build bots. So we've got fire, we've got this boy up here, force field disruptor. We've got a liege core there. Okay, battle boost. I'm going to go with a white cream Zeke. And we've got an electric core up there. That's not going to cause us any dramas whatsoever. Okay, so big salute to you, Kai from Scorch Chevalier. I'm going to run at you, buddy. It's a great looking base. Nice wall structures that you're going to try and split my call sign with. Who knows who's in those outposts, but let's do this. Deploy Grimlock, deploy Rook, deploy Tazzy. Use Tazzy's ability to kill that little quadrant there. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. Deploy everybody else. And now we are going to start sniping up here. So here with Blue Streak. Oh, it's killed it anyway. And we're going to start hitting stuff up here. So I'm going to start hitting that MDS. Can't use Air Raid's ability yet. Let's just try and long range snipe that MDS. These guys are now going to path left to right across here. I almost don't even need to worry about what they're doing. The Micronus core is far enough away to not help that vector core. I am, however, just going to snipe that using Arc's ability. I can now hit him with Blue Streak and a Smoky combo. Boom! Down! Down and out. Gonna just smash that with Smoky, keeping an eye on the proximity of the guys to... Oh, can Air Raid get in there? To those outposts, just in case one of them goes rogue and decides to pop it. Boom! Look at that. Right, I'm now going to pop those using Rook. Hopefully I'll walk that way. Oh, we've got Scourge. Of course we've got Scourge. And we've got Mind Wipe, so I'm going to drop my Prime here. And we've got, I believe, is that Galvatronus there? So I've gone into bullet time. I'm going to pop my Computron because that is going to cock up his ability usage. All of these little guys are going to now path towards me, and I'm going to freeze them using electrical optics in just a second. Then I'm going to hack them. Mindwipe's like, why aren't you hackable? And I'm like, because I've got Grimlock's brain, motherfucker. Boom! Now I'm going to drop Computron's kind of big old cryo storm ability in there. He's going to die real soon, but that doesn't matter. The damage is done. We're going to just now try and start hitting that Megatronus core until it dies. Not quite in range from Blue Street yet, but it will be soon. Let's use Pr1me's ability. It's still not quite in range for Blue Streak. Combiner's down. So you've still got that Micronus core, which is just worrying me slightly because that's going to heal lots of stuff. This game can humble you so quickly. So quickly. You're like, oh, I'm doing really well. And then you're like, oh, crap, I'm not doing so well. Just going to keep trying to hammer that. Whilst keeping an eye on your Titans, it looks like I'm going to beat the Nemesis there, but one can never be too sure. I'm going to pop those outposts there with Rook. Now, danger, because we are heading into kind of that Megatronus MDS. Oh, and we've very clever. We've got a Demolisher there, which is now going to really fuck up killing that Megatronus core. Let's drop that white Creamzeek here. Needed to kill that Megatronus core earlier because that is now protected. You can see everything is going south. I think I'm going to lose this. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Kai from Scorched Chevalier. What a clever positioning of Demolisher there. I've got Grimlock and Taz left. Taz has already used his free life. The Ark is still alive. Grimlock is still alive. It's all over. Oh, it's all over. Oh my God. So we only learn by failure. That's my 300 attempt dead. That is why Kai in Scorched Chevalier is their defender. Because he's got super clever positioning of outpost bots that are going to slow you right down and just bleed you of your life and your abilities. So Mindwipe, Scourge, who will just fly around for days, hitting you. The Scourge ability at level 11 as well also disables you. And then Demolisher at the end. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Really good. Really good base. You can see I was on 120. Oh, wow. Well, that was an interesting run, wasn't it? Well, I think I'm going to draw this to a bit of a close. I don't even know how long I've been running for. 49 minutes. That's probably long enough for anybody to listen to me talk. Hopefully this has been fun. I really appreciate everybody coming into the chat. That has been such a rush seeing you all in here. If you've enjoyed this, if it's been useful, by all means reach out to me on the Discord. Most of you have come here from the Discord, so just hit me up on Ultra Pittus. if you found this useful, like and subscribe. And I'm going to be doing kind of a daily live stream like this, where I just run one set of war, and give you some tips on best ways to die. like that, and I will try not to die next time. And then every Wednesday night, when my girls are out doing their thing, I'm going to do a slightly longer show called Such Heroic Nonsense, where I'm going to show some tactics, some techniques, some procedures. I'm going to talk about the meta. I'm going to put together whatever squad you want me to put together using the bots that I've got. We're going to run like a 1986 squad and see if they kick it. I really hope they do. And a few other little features. So yeah, one of them is called cursory evaluation.
Tremendous. A cursory evaluation of the Decepticon capability indicates a distinct tactical deficiency.
Yeah, a tactical deficiency like the one I've just shown by not killing the Megatronus MDS and watching it mince all of my robots to coleslaw. The show Such Heroic Nonsense.
Such heroic nonsense.
Love it. I'll get better with the SFX board. Right, it's been a joy. Get out of here, you big bozos. Go and do some work. Go away and leave me alone. I've been Ultra Pittus. This has been War Lab. Loved spending some time with you. Take some joy from the game. Have a great day. Salute to you all. Goodbye.